Now, this is exciting. Nearly 2 months ago, I told you about the rapid transformation of Axon Enterprise. That's simple as AAXN, the artist formerly known as Taser International, and how much I liked it. Here's a company that used to be all about non-lethal weapons, the eponymous Taser. But lately, it's become much more of an evidence capture play for law enforcement, selling audio recorders, body cameras, and the software necessary to make use of all the digital evidence. This shift has made the stock a phenomenal performer, and today we got yet another positive development. This morning, Axon announced that it's acquiring VIEVU, it's VIEVU, a privately held camera and evidence management software business, which has contracts with the NYPD, Miami-Dade Police Departments, Phoenix Police Department. Basically, they're taking out a key competitor, which is why the stock shot up more than $3 or 7.5% today. So let's take a closer look with Rick Smith. He's the co-founder and CEO of Axon Enterprise to learn more about this deal and what it means for the business and, of course, how the business is doing. Mr. Smith, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you, sir.
It is great to be here.
All right. Now, first tell me, because, we hear all these deals, they get blocked by the government. Is there antitrust here? Because you know that everyone likes to have multiple bidders on every single city contract. And so I just have to ask that before I even get going.
Yeah, for sure. It is not an issue. We've clearly looked at it. In fact, we're still the smallest competitor in the space, or at least maybe number 4. If you look at the scale of the organization, I mean, we're up against little companies like Motorola and Panasonic and L3. So there's still a lot of competition, but the fact is we've been winning the vast majority of the deals because, our system performs really well.
I was going to say, give me the selling proposition, because what I would say if I were city government, I'd say, look, I never heard of these guys. I mean, the other guys are big, and I know they're going to be there. How do I know these guys are going to be there?
Well, you may remember, I think it was a year ago here that we announced this idea that we were going to do free body camera trials for everybody.
And I have to tell you, there are a lot of people who are skeptical, saying, well, there they go. They've given away the best thing that they make all the money on.
Yeah, well, the reason we did it was we've invested a lot of time, effort, and money into making a system that really works well. And frankly, in government, that you're not normally incented to do that. You spend most of your time trying to figure out lobbyists and how to get through the procurement process and all the bureaucracy. And we just said, hey, come play on our field. Let's all put this technology in the hands of the user, and we'll see who wins. And since we've done that, we haven't seen a large deal go away from us without going through a field trial. And once they do that, we win almost every time.
Okay, so when you brought it up on our show, there would have been one inbound call. Tell me about all the inbound calls and tell me about the conversions.
Well, we don't have specific conversions because it's a little tricky to track. Most of these agencies were already talking with them.
Right,
and then,
that's a good point.
And most of them, what it actually did is it just pushed them to do a field trial.
Right.
So in most cases, we ended up competing for the business. And then, to my awareness, I'd have to check to make sure I'm 100%, but I think we won every major deal that went into that pipeline.
Well, that's incredible. Do you think it's the Taser device, or is it really the software ecosystem?
When it comes to cameras, it's really the software ecosystem. We have built out, we're running the geekiest office in Seattle. We're up there playing with the big guys. We're bringing in talent. Our head of AI came from Uber. Our head of software engineering came from Microsoft and from Amazon. So we're bringing a lot of talent, and that's building a great system.
Okay, these guys, Rick, can go over to Europe with them?
What's that?
International.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The London Met, Greater Manchester, West Midlands, the largest agencies in the UK. And now we're just starting to get some field trials going in continental Europe. So we see this is a phenomenon that we believe is going to go global. I mean, police sitting and typing up reports all day, it doesn't make sense when you can record this stuff and actually know what happened rather than trying to figure out 10 different reports and, depositions to figure out what happened.
Any study on whether the fatalities have been cut back in cities just in terms of the record once they take Taser?
Oh, for sure. We've seen dramatic decreases. I'll tell you, Cincinnati, I'm going back a few years. You may remember the race riots in Cincinnati after a lot of interracial police shootings, and they went for years without a single police shooting once they put Taser weapons on the street. So we see something around a 50% cut is about what we'd expect 50%. In police shootings. Yeah, about half.
And
it's still going to happen, but...
Right. Body cameras encourage or discourage bad behavior.
Well, much like I'm probably not going to do anything too bad in front of a million people here on camera, you put a camera on and police behave more professionally, and the people that they deal with also behave better. So a study out of Cambridge found a 93% drop in complaints against police once they start wearing cameras.
And how about lawsuits against cities?
It's a little early to have hard data because lawsuits take quite a while to work through the legal system. But if complaints are down 93%, we think you're going to see a pretty, maybe not quite that dramatic, but a similar drop in litigation.
Okay. Is New York City, it seemed like there was in the paper some bad blood at one point between you and is that going away now that you bought the company that they use?
Yeah, we were competing hard for New York.
Right.
You know, it's the biggest agency in America. It's very influential, and we're delighted to have them as a customer now.
And they're presumably they're indifferent. I mean, it's the system they're using that you bought.
Well, my belief is they're pretty happy because they ran a very competitive process. Right. They ended up going with the low price bidder, but they're going to get our technology anyway. So it's like they couldn't have done this better, in my opinion.
Last question. When we saw you, you had agreed to take a pay package based on the stock. How you feel about it now?
I'm feeling pretty good. I think it was a pretty good bet. But I got 9.5 years left to make it there, but pretty excited.
Well, you've met and beaten everything you've ever told us you would do. So congratulations.
Thanks. We're going to keep doing it.
Fantastic job.
Right.
That's Rick Smith, co-founder and CEO of Axon Enterprises. What a stock. A lot of things going right. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.